So Tom, how did this show come about, mate?
This is commissioned by the Royal Shakespeare Company, and they approached me about 2 years ago and asked I'd like to do a project around Shakespeare, and asked if I'd be interested in doing that. So I thought it'd be a great thing to do, so I agreed to it, and then spent about a year thinking about what I wanted to do. So it's quite a slow process, but quite enjoyable as well. Yeah.
And do you feel show links to the other works you produced, or is it sort of very independent?
I think all the works are linked. I've done. They're all based in Hackney. They're all about my neighbourhood. They're always about the communities around me in my neighbourhood of Hackney. So in some ways it looks very different, and obviously it's based on Midsummer Dream. So in that way, I've never done that before. But at the same time, I'm looking at history. I'm looking at narrative. Looking at the stories of the people around me, contextualising it and bring it in the contemporary world. So in that way it's very similar to what I've done before. So I do see it as another chapter of a sort of ongoing story of my involvement with my neighbourhood and the way I depict my neighbourhood.
And how did you manage to isolate which elements of the story you can actually present?
I spent a long time reading the play, watching films of the play, looking at cartoons of the play, and just through deep involvement with it and trying to understand it, then you sort of find key moments, and it's almost like when you want to make a film, you draw a storyboard of the key moments. So it's almost like going backwards. Instead of drawing the storyboard first and then making the film, I watch the film and then do the storyboard. And I found what I thought were the key moments of the stories, and then isolated them, distilled them, and brought the whole, hour and a half, 2-hour play, brought it down to these 9, what I think are quite key moments in the story.
Okay. And did you get a lot of freedom into what you did or how you did it, or was it directed by anyone here?
I got a huge amount of freedom actually, which was great. They let me do whatever I wanted, so I was the one who said I'd like to do Midsummer Dream, and then I did the storyboard. I worked out what I wanted to do, found the location, found the actors. All the people in it are local people. There's a heavy metal band, Motley Kunst, who I know from Hackney. The Pearly Kings and Queens are East End nobility, as it were. Strippers down the road from me in the strip bars. The Lovers are school kids to the local sixth form college at Mossbourne. Samba dancers, my friends of mine who do samba dances. Carnival Club, I used to work at the community centre with a Carnival Club. So they're all local people all around me, so that was great to bring all that in and sort of celebrate the good things that are going on in my community around me. So yeah, I was really lucky. I was given total freedom to what I wanted to do. The madness of the summer riots. It sort of talks about all those things when you're so caught up in doing something, you get lost in it, and you set off with one idea that you love someone, then you get confused. It's like going to a party, telling one girlfriend, and then leave with another girlfriend, or whatever happens, this madness over this night, taking drugs, drink, whatever it is. So it's had a fascination for me for a long time, so it's great to talk about that. I'm working on a commission at the moment with the V&A, which has and the Punch and Judy Professors. Punch and Judy's 350th anniversary next year. So I've been doing a series of quite straightforward documentary pictures of the Punch and Judy shows and the professors, the puppeteers, different locations around the country. So I've been going to beaches, festivals, village fetes, those sort of places, and doing these portraits. So in some ways it's very different to this, which is quite elaborately restaged, these pictures here. And this is much more of a straightforward documentation of these quite eccentric, quite unusual stages. So that's quite a nice new way of working. And then I keep on ticking over, doing my own work around Hackney. And the life around me in Hackney is always sort of
full of stories.
Boiling away in the backboard, as it were. Always doing that.
Well, thanks a lot for your time, Tom.